Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of rare and valuable coins, you're in for a real treat today. We're going to dive into the world of Lincoln 1-cent pennies, specifically the most ultra-rare, ultra-valuable ones worth millions. Yes, you heard that right, millions of dollars for a single penny. These pennies might look like any other coin you could find in your pocket, but some of them have rare minting errors, unique characteristics, or historical significance that make them worth a fortune. So, without further ado, let's count down the top 10 most valuable Lincoln 1-cent pennies worth millions. You won't believe how much some of these are worth. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin might just look like a regular penny to some, but to the knowledgeable collector, it's anything but ordinary. In fact, this penny could be worth over $23,000. Yes, you heard that right. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the fascinating history, the rare variations, and the jaw-dropping value of the 1974 Lincoln penny. To begin, let's take a step back and look at the origins of the Lincoln cent, which has been part of the U.S. coinage since 1909. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the penny was the first U.S. coin to feature a president, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse. Over the years, the design has remained a constant, though there have been minor changes and variations that collectors find intriguing. Fast forward to 1974. By this point, the penny had been in circulation for 65 years. While the coin's basic design stayed the same, there were subtle differences that would change the course of its value in the numismatic world. Now, let's get into the specifics of the 1974 Lincoln penny. Most people might think that a penny from this year would be worth, well, just a penny. But as collectors know, certain minting errors, rare variations, and even the condition of the coin can make a massive difference in its value. One of the main reasons the 1974 penny is so valuable is due to a specific era coin, the 1974 double-die obverse penny. This is one of the most famous varieties in the history of U.S. coinage, and its rarity has made it a highly sought-after treasure among collectors. Take a look at the doubling on this coin, which you can see on the word liberty and the phrase "In God We Trust." This error was caused during the minting process when the die was improperly aligned, resulting in a double image. While such errors can sometimes be subtle, this one stands out clearly, making it highly valuable for collectors who are lucky enough to find one. Now, not all 1974 pennies are created equal. There are also pennies minted at different locations, such as the 1974D and 1974S. The mint mark indicates where the coin was struck. The Denver minted 1974D pennies are typically more common than the San Francisco 1974S pennies, but when it comes to the double-die variety, the 1974D is the one that most collectors are hunting for. The value of the 1974D double-die penny can range widely depending on its condition. In circulated condition, these pennies can be worth around $1,000 to $2,000. But for those in mint state, especially those with no signs of wear and tear, the value can skyrocket, with the rarest examples reaching upwards of $23,000 at auction. So, why is the 1974 Lincoln penny worth so much? Well, a couple of factors come into play here. First, the rarity. This error is quite hard to find, and even when it's found, it's often in poor condition. The ones that survive in great condition are even rarer. Second, the demand. Collectors are always searching for unique coins to add to their collection, and the 1974 double-die penny fits that description perfectly. As coin experts often explain, era coins are particularly intriguing because they tell a story about the minting process and offer a tangible piece of history. When a coin like this is discovered, it's a piece of American history that was never meant to exist, making it even more special. But what about other variations of the 1974 penny? While the double-die version takes the crown, there are other notable examples as well. For instance, some 1974 pennies were struck with a blemish or imperfect die, which can also add to their value. A 1974 proof penny, if it's in pristine condition, can be worth a few $100s. These coins might not fetch the same eye-popping amount as the double die, but they're still significant in the world of coin collecting. So, if you happen to come across a 1974 penny in your pocket change or while searching through your coin jar, don't just toss it aside. It could be the key to unlocking a treasure trove of value. While finding a 1974 double-die penny might be rare, there are plenty of other potential gems out there waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 1974 Lincoln penny and its incredible value, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and valuable coin histories. And as always, if you have a 1974 penny in your collection, drop a comment below and let us know what you found. Who knows? Your coin might just be worth a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hello, coin enthusiasts, collectors, and history buffs. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins and the incredible stories behind them. Today, we're diving into a coin that might be sitting in your pocket, and you may not even know it's worth a fortune. That's right, we're talking about the 1977 Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin with a fascinating history and a current market value of $13,862. Stick with us to find out why this coin is so valuable and how you could potentially own one. The Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of the most iconic coins in American numismatic history. First minted in 1909, the penny has gone through a lot of changes over the years, and in 1977, it was still part of the long tradition of featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and a simple, clean reverse design. But did you know that one particular minting of this penny is worth far more than its face value? The 1977 Lincoln penny, featuring the D mint mark from the Denver Mint, is one of the most interesting and valuable pennies to ever enter circulation. So, what makes this penny so special? The minting process in 1977. To understand the value of the 1977 Lincoln penny, we need to go back to 1977. The United States was experiencing a period of economic inflation and shifts in the country's economic policies. Minting operations at the Denver Mint in 1977 were standard, producing millions of pennies that year. The coins were designed by Frank Gasparo, and the obverse featured a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displayed the iconic Lincoln Memorial. However, most of these coins were produced in typical quantities, with the Denver Mint marking each penny with the D. So what exactly happened to make some of these pennies so rare and valuable? The key to the 1977 penny's high value lies in an error that occurred during the minting process, an error that is extremely rare but has been discovered by numismatists and collectors alike. Some of the 1977 pennies were struck with misalignment, off-center designs, or even double dies. While these errors are not common, they are significant in the world of coin collecting. When a coin is minted with a defect like this, it becomes more valuable because it is unique. Imagine finding a rare minting error like this, an error that can increase the coin's market value exponentially. These types of errors don't just affect the beauty of the coin, they enhance its rarity. And as any coin collector knows, rarity equals value. Why the 1977 Lincoln penny is worth so much. The most valuable 1977 pennies are the ones with a striking minting error. But why is this particular penny worth over $13,000? It all comes down to the rarity, the condition, and the demand. While many 1977 pennies are still circulating today, those with minting errors are exceedingly rare. To make matters even more exciting, a 1977 penny in perfect, uncirculated condition with these errors can fetch a staggering price at auction. A pristine example of one of these error coins, in some cases, has been known to sell for $13,862 or even more. The market for rare coins like the 1977 Lincoln penny has grown exponentially in recent years, with collectors eager to get their hands on these high-value coins. Whether it's because of the error, the condition, or the mere fact that this coin is a part of American history, its value continues to rise. How to spot a valuable 1977 Lincoln penny. So, how do you spot a valuable 1977 Lincoln penny in your collection or in circulation? First, make sure the coin is in excellent condition. Any wear and tear will reduce the coin's value. Then, check closely for any minting errors such as off-center strikes, doubling of the date or mint mark, or unusual die cracks. Look at the details of Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Is the image clear and sharp, or does it show signs of doubling or misalignment? The reverse side with the Lincoln Memorial should also be checked for any imperfections, such as cracks or doubling. If you suspect you've found one of these error coins, the next step is to take it to a professional numismatist or coin dealer for authentication and an appraisal. An expert can help you determine the true value of your coin and guide you on how to sell it if you choose to. As we've seen, the 1977 D Lincoln penny is a coin that has steadily increased in value over the years, and it's not just because of its historical significance. The rare error versions of the coin continue to gain attention from collectors, investors, and enthusiasts around the world. The current market value of $13,862 for a high-quality, error-free example reflects how much collectors are willing to pay for such a unique piece of American numismatic history. And with the rise of online auction platforms and collector communities, the demand for rare coins is only expected to grow. So there you have it, the 1977 D Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that may be sitting right in your pocket, waiting to be discovered as a hidden gem worth thousands of dollars. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual coin enthusiast, knowing the value of your coins can open up a world of possibilities. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare pennies, it might just be time to give it a closer look. And if you don't, well, keep hunting, because you never know what you might find. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins like this one. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey, coin collectors and enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Marit, and today, we've got an exciting and truly special video for you. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1978 D Lincoln penny, a coin you might have sitting around in your pocket change right now. But this isn't just any ordinary penny. In fact, it's worth a lot more than its 1-cent face value. We're talking about a coin that's worth an impressive $18,762 at its current market value. Stick with me to find out why this coin is such a gem and how it got to be worth so much. Let's get started. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1978 D Lincoln penny, let's do a quick refresher on the history of the Lincoln penny itself. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln cent was designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The design has remained one of the most iconic in U.S. coin history, with President Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks adorning the reverse, which was used until 1958. Fast forward to 1959, when the wheat design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Ever since, the Lincoln penny has been a fixture in American currency. But as you can see, it's not just the year or design that makes a particular penny valuable. It's often rare minting errors or unusual characteristics that give certain coins a surprising value. What makes the 1978 D Lincoln penny so valuable? Now, let's talk about the 1978 D Lincoln penny specifically. So, what makes it worth a staggering $18,762? Well, this coin isn't just rare because it's old, it's because it has some unique characteristics that make it stand out in the world of coin collecting. First off, let's take a look at the D mint mark on the obverse of the coin. The D indicates that it was minted in Denver, which is one of the 2 primary mints where coins are produced in the United States, the other being Philadelphia. Denver minted coins are often in high demand because of their higher mintage figures compared to coins from other mints. The 1978 D Lincoln penny's rarity and minting issues. But the real magic of the 1978 D Lincoln penny lies in its rarity. Although over 4 billion 1978 pennies were minted at the Denver Mint, certain varieties are much rarer than others, especially when it comes to minting errors or subtle changes in the die that affect the coin's look and value. One factor that plays a role in making the 1978 D penny so valuable is the occurrence of rare minting errors. These errors can range from minor die cracks to full-on misstrikes, where the penny gets struck off-center or with an overused die, creating a unique look that collectors pay top dollar for. Coins with features like double die reverses or misplaced mint marks from this period are often worth far more than their face value. For example, a misaligned die error on a 1978 D penny could make it worth thousands of dollars. And that brings us to the current market value of the 1978 D Lincoln penny, $18,762. The market value and demand for the 1978 D Lincoln penny. Now, how did this coin's value reach such a high point? Well, the market for rare coins has grown significantly in the last few decades, with collectors willing to pay premium prices for coins that exhibit unique characteristics or rare errors. The 1978 D Lincoln penny with the right kind of flaw or die mark has been known to sell at auction for prices as high as $18,762. Not only are these pennies rare, but they also hold historical significance, as they were minted during a pivotal time in U.S. currency production. Coin collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for these pennies because of the potential return on investment. The sheer rarity of well-preserved examples makes them more valuable in today's market. How to identify a valuable 1978 D Lincoln penny? So, how do you know if the 1978 D Lincoln penny in your collection is worth the big bucks? Here are a few tips for identifying a valuable 1978 D penny. Look for minting errors. Check for any misstrikes, such as a double die or off-center strikes. These errors drastically increase the value of the coin. Inspect the condition. Condition is key. Pennies in excellent condition, especially those with full luster and minimal wear, are much more valuable. Die cracks and doubling. Look for doubled lettering or die cracks. A prominent doubling in the letters or Lincoln's portrait is especially sought after. How much is your 1978 D Lincoln penny really worth? If you have a 1978 D penny, don't just assume it's worth $18,000. Only certain ones with rare characteristics can fetch that price. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these valuable coins? First, get your coin appraised by a professional. A reputable coin dealer or certified appraiser can help determine whether your 1978 D penny is a rare find. If it is, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, there you have it. The 1978 D Lincoln penny is more than just a piece of copper. It's a coin with rich history and the potential to be worth a small fortune. Whether it's the rare minting errors, the high demand among collectors, or the overall rarity, the 1978 D penny holds a place of value in the coin collecting world. If you think you've found one of these gems, don't forget to get it appraised, and who knows, you might just make a significant profit. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and rare coin discoveries. And as always, happy collecting! Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1980 D Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might think, it's just a penny, but when it comes to rare coins, this little piece of history could be worth a lot more than you'd expect. In fact, some of these pennies are worth an astonishing $34,652 on the current market. You heard that right. This penny is a true treasure. So stick around as we explore its history, why it's so valuable, and how you could potentially strike gold with just one of these coins. Let's get started. First, let's take a trip back to 1980, the year this penny was minted. It was a year of many significant events. In the world of politics, Jimmy Carter was still President of the United States, and the nation was grappling with a number of economic challenges, including inflation and the ongoing energy crisis. Meanwhile, in the coin world, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing millions of pennies, each one with a legacy that would continue long after it left the mint. The 1980 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is why it carries the D Mint mark. This particular penny is part of the larger Lincoln Memorial Series, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 150th birthday. The obverse features a portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful symbol of American history. But in 1980, something special was brewing in the coin world, This penny would become one of the more intriguing coins for collectors in the years to come. So, what makes this 1980 penny so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity. Now, while it's not a super low mintage coin like some of the rarest pennies out there are certain key characteristics that make the 1980 penny a gem for collectors. The minting process in 1980 wasn't without its issues, and sometimes, certain coins came out with imperfections that collectors look for. In the case of the 1980 Lincoln penny, a few of these coins were struck with a variety of mint errors, such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, or even the occasional weak strike. These mistakes are what give certain pennies such high values. For example, a 1980 penny with a doubled die obverse, where the details of Lincoln's face appear doubled or ghosted, is incredibly sought after. What makes it worth so much? Now, let's talk numbers. You might be wondering, why is a regular 1980 penny worth so much? Well, the value of a coin is determined by a few key factors: rarity, demand, condition, and unique characteristics. Let's break it down. The 1980 penny's base value is a penny, of course. However, the key to its potential worth comes from its condition and specific features. A penny that's in mint condition, also known as MS65 or higher, could easily fetch hundreds of dollars. But if it's one of the rarer examples with a mint error, such as a doubled die, the value skyrockets. For example, an MS67 or better 1980 penny with a doubled die could easily reach the $10,000 range. But in 2025, coins with certain errors or in near-perfect condition have been known to sell for as high as $34,652 in private auctions and coin sales. How to spot a valuable 1980 penny? Now, let's talk about how you can spot a valuable 1980 penny if you're lucky enough to have one in your collection. Here's what you want to look for. First, check the mint mark. Make sure it's a clear D. Some pennies were struck with indistinct mint marks, which can add to their value. Next, closely inspect the obverse for any signs of a doubled die, where the details of Lincoln's face and the date appear doubled. This can be especially noticeable if you hold the coin under good lighting or use a magnifying glass. Then, flip the penny over and inspect the reverse side for any signs of errors, like a misaligned die or off-center strikes. If the coin's design is misaligned or some of the details are missing, that could increase its value as well. Let's take a look at the price range for the 1980 Lincoln penny. If the coin is in average condition, you're probably looking at a value of just a few cents. But for a penny that's in excellent, uncirculated condition with no errors, it could be worth around $5 to $10. However, once you get into the higher grades, such as MS65 or MS66, the value begins to climb. A gem-quality 1980 penny in MS67 could fetch upwards of $1,000 or more, especially if it has unique errors like a doubled die. And for the rarest of the rare, those with exceptional minting mistakes or in pristine condition, you might be looking at prices as high as $34,652. Where to sell or buy? So, if you've got a 1980 penny that you think might be worth some serious cash, where can you sell it? Well, there are a few options. First, online auction sites like eBay are a popular place for coin collectors to buy and sell rare coins. You can set up an auction, list your penny with high-quality photos, and watch the bids come in. Another option is to check out specialized coin dealers or attend local coin shows. Many dealers are always on the lookout for rare coins, and if you find one with a particular interest in Lincoln pennies, they might offer you a fair price for your 1980. Whether you've got a whole jar of pennies or just one lone 1980 Lincoln penny, it's important to remember that the value of coins is always shifting. And if you've got one that's in excellent condition or has a unique mint error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, keep an eye out, check your collections, and maybe you'll discover your very own valuable 1980 penny worth over $34,000. Thanks for tuning in today, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more coin tips and stories. Until next time, happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about rare coins, today's video is going to blow your mind. We're diving into one of the most fascinating finds in recent years, the 1981 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this humble penny could be worth over $71,000. Stick around to learn the history, the surprising factors that make this penny worth so much, and how you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Let's get into it. The 1981 D. Lincoln penny rare coin worth big money. First, let's talk about what makes this coin stand out. The 1981 D. Lincoln penny is part of the famous Lincoln series, which first began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It's made of copper-plated zinc, and it's minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark on the reverse side. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most of the pennies from 1981 aren't worth more than their face value of just 1 cent. In fact, you'll find millions of them in circulation. However, there is a rare variety of the 1981 D. Lincoln penny that stands head and shoulders above the rest. So, what makes this 1981 D penny so valuable? Well, a certain number of these coins were struck with a unique error during the minting process. A mistake that's so rare, it's led to some of these pennies being worth a small fortune. This error is known as the double die reverse, and it means that the coin's reverse design was struck twice, resulting in a doubling effect. This is most visible in the lettering and the details of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side of the coin. If you're lucky enough to find one of these double die examples, it's not just a cool find, it could fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Now, let's break down the numbers. The current market value for a 1981 D double die reverse penny in excellent condition is roughly $71,692. And that's not just for any old penny, the condition has a huge impact on its value. Coins in mint state, or those with minimal wear, can easily reach these high price points. History of the 1981 D penny. Now, let's take a trip back in time to understand how this rare error occurred. The 1981 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, where coins are struck with a high level of precision. However, during the production process in 1981, some dies became misaligned. This misalignment caused the coins to be struck with the double die effect. It wasn't intentional, but the result is a highly sought-after collector's item. During 1981, the U.S. Mint was producing large quantities of pennies to meet the demand for everyday currency. The penny's design was relatively unchanged since 1959, with the obverse side featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the reverse showing the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo. Despite the error being relatively minor and not immediately noticeable, the double die reverse variety has since been identified and has become one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies. This error wasn't noticed until much later, which is why it took time for collectors to catch on to the penny's true worth. Why the 1981 D Lincoln penny is worth so much. So why is this penny worth so much? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. The fact that only a small number of these double die reverse pennies were made means they're incredibly rare. Combine that rarity with the growing interest in collecting rare coins, and you've got a recipe for a penny worth thousands of dollars. At auctions, rare pennies like the 1981 D double die reverse can spark bidding wars. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a piece of U.S. history, especially when it's in near-perfect condition. How to identify the valuable 1981 D penny. Now that you know about the value of the 1981 D penny, how do you identify if you've got a valuable one? First, look for the D mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Denver. Then, check for the double die reverse error. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the reverse side of the penny, especially the lettering in E pluribus unum and the details of the Lincoln Memorial. If you see any doubling, where the letters or details appear to be shifted or have a shadowed effect, you've found something very special. Be sure to carefully handle these coins, as wear and tear can significantly decrease their value. Keeping them in a protective case or holder is always a good idea. How much is the 1981 D Lincoln penny worth today? As I mentioned earlier, the current market value for a 1981 D double die reverse penny is around $71,692. though the price can vary depending on condition and demand. Some collectors have reported paying even higher amounts at auctions. The key takeaway is that this is not just a penny, it's a rare piece of numismatic history. So there you have it, the incredible value behind the 1981 D Lincoln penny. If you happen to find one of these rare double-die reverse pennies in your collection or while coin hunting, you could be holding on to something worth tens of thousands of dollars. Remember, always do your research, check for errors, and never underestimate the value of what might seem like just a regular penny. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more amazing coin content. I'll see you in the next video. Hey coin collectors and history enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the world of valuable coins, their rich history, and why they're worth a fortune today. Today, we're focusing on a very special coin that has captured the attention of collectors around the world, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This unassuming penny, from the United States, may seem like just another coin from the 1980s, but it's a rare gem that can be worth over $1,692 today. So, let's unravel the mystery behind this coin, its unique characteristics, and why it's in such high demand. Before we get into the specifics of the 1981 no-mint mark penny, let's take a moment to talk about the Lincoln penny in general. The Lincoln penny, or the 1-cent coin, was first issued in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back, which was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of his birth. For decades, this penny has been part of everyday currency in the United States, often overlooked as just another small denomination coin. But in reality, certain years, like the 1981 no-mint mark, are incredibly valuable to collectors due to their rarity, unique features, and historical significance. The significance of the 1981 no-mint mark penny. Now let's zero in on the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. The U.S. Mint typically places a mint mark, a small letter representing the minting facility, on coins to indicate where they were produced. For example, a D means the coin was made in Denver, a P for Philadelphia, and an S for San Francisco. However, in 1981, something unusual happened. The U.S. Mint produced a batch of pennies with no mint mark at all. Typically, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint during this period would bear the P mint mark, but due to a unique set of circumstances in 1981, the Mint omitted the mark on certain pennies. Why is this so important? Well, this lack of a mint mark makes the 1981 penny a rare and highly sought-after coin. There are only a limited number of these no mint mark pennies, and their rarity is what drives their price up today. In fact, in today's market, these coins are being sold for as much as $1,692 or more in certain conditions. How the coin's value is determined. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin so valuable? Well, it's a combination of factors. Rarity. As we mentioned, the absence of the mint mark is what sets these pennies apart from other 1981 pennies. Coins with this anomaly are incredibly rare, making them highly desirable to collectors. Condition. Like most collectible coins, the value of the 1981 no mint mark penny depends heavily on its condition. A penny that is in excellent, uncirculated condition is worth far more than one that's heavily worn. Coins that have been well preserved and show minimal signs of wear and tear are more likely to fetch a higher price. Demand. Because of its rarity, collectors are constantly on the lookout for the 1981 no mint mark penny, which increases its demand. Collectors specializing in Lincoln pennies, or U.S. Mint anomalies, are particularly keen on adding this rare piece to their collections. Historical significance. The omission of the mint mark on these pennies was a mistake, but it's one that has added significant value to the coin. Coins with historical anomalies often gain value because of their unique story and the intrigue surrounding their production. The current market value of the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny. So, just how much is this coin worth today? As we mentioned earlier, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln penny can fetch up to $1,692 depending on its condition. Let's break this down further. Mint condition. If the coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition with no signs of wear, it could sell for around $1,692 or even more. Coins that have been graded as MS67 or higher, Mint State 67, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can command the highest prices. Fine to very fine condition, pennies that have been circulated but still retain good details and some shine might be valued anywhere from $200 to $500, depending on their exact state. Lower grade coins. Coins that show heavy wear and have lost much of their original luster may still fetch a modest price, typically ranging from $50 to $100. While not as highly sought after as those in mint condition, these coins are still valuable due to their rarity. To put this into perspective, in 1981, a regular penny was worth just 1 cent, and many people wouldn't have thought twice about it. But now, thanks to the minting anomaly and the rarity of this specific penny, it's worth thousands of dollars. How to identify the 1981 no-mint mark penny? If you're wondering whether you have one of these rare 1981 no-mint mark pennies, here's how to identify it. Look at the obverse. The key feature is the lack of a mint mark. You should see Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front, but there should be no P, D, or S near the date. Check the date. Make sure the coin is from 1981. This penny was minted in both the regular, minted years and in the year with the no mint mark anomaly, so look closely to confirm the date. Condition of the coin. Inspect the coin for signs of wear. If it's in uncirculated condition, you may want to get it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. Seek professional help. If you're unsure whether your penny is the real deal, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin dealer or a certified grading service to confirm its authenticity and condition. The market and future value. As with any collectible item, the market for rare coins can fluctuate over time. However, the rarity of the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny means that it's unlikely to lose much value in the near future. In fact, with the increasing interest in coin collecting and the growing number of collectors, it's possible that these pennies will continue to appreciate in value as time goes on. Coins from the 1980s, particularly those with minting errors or anomalies, are becoming more desirable as people look to complete their collections. So, if you happen to own one of these rare pennies, you could be sitting on a valuable treasure that could increase in worth in the years ahead. To wrap it up, the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is far more than just an ordinary coin. It's a rare and valuable piece of American history. From its intriguing backstory to its current market value of $1,692, this penny is a must-have for serious coin collectors. If you find one of these pennies in your spare change, you could be holding on to a small fortune. Be sure to carefully inspect your pennies, as you never know when you'll come across another hidden treasure. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on rare and valuable coins. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey coin collectors and enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you're a fan of coins that pack some serious value, then today's video is one you won't want to miss. We're taking a close look at the 1989 D-Mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This seemingly common coin has a rich history, and its value has skyrocketed to an incredible $23,999. Stick around, because we're going to break down exactly why this penny is worth so much and how you can identify and potentially profit from this rare find. Overview of the 1989 D Lincoln penny. Let's start by giving you a quick overview of the 1989 D-Mint mark Lincoln penny. At first glance, this coin may seem like just another regular penny from the late 80s. After all, 1989 was a time when the penny was still in circulation in large numbers. But what makes the 1989 D penny different, and what's responsible for its current value? The 1989 D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, hence the D Mint mark. It features the iconic design by Victor David Brenner, showing President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The coin weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, just like any other regular penny. So, why is it worth $23,999? $9.99. Why the 1989 D Lincoln penny is worth so much? To understand why this penny is worth such a hefty sum, we need to explore a few key factors: minting errors and rarity. The first reason for the 1989 D penny's high value is the rarity caused by a minting error. In certain cases, coins from the 1989 D series were struck with unusual characteristics. These include off-center strikes, die cracks, and other imperfections that are highly sought after by collectors. These minting errors can significantly increase the coin's value. Even though a lot of pennies were minted in 1989, finding one with a rare error is not as easy as it sounds. This scarcity plays a huge role in driving up the price. Condition and grading. Another key factor is the condition of the coin. When it comes to rare coins, the condition, also known as the grade, matters a lot. Coins that are in mint state, condition, or close to it, are worth significantly more than those that show signs of wear. The 1989 D penny in question is typically valued at $23,999 because it has been carefully preserved and graded at a high level, possibly MS65 or higher. Grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate these coins based on their appearance, including factors like scratches, discoloration, and the clarity of the design. Collector demand. The market for coins like this is driven by the high demand from collectors. The 1989 D penny is considered a key date among those who focus on Lincoln Memorial pennies, and as collectors seek to complete their sets, coins with minting errors or high-quality examples become even more valuable. Many collectors also see these kinds of rarities as a way to make a good investment, hoping that the price will continue to climb as time goes on. History of the 1989 D Lincoln penny. Now, let's take a step back and dive into the historical context of the 1989 D penny. The year 1989 was a significant time in U.S. history. George H. W. Bush was serving as president, and the country was seeing the final years of the Cold War. The 1989 D penny was struck during a time of relative economic stability, with inflation being relatively low and the country on the brink of entering the 1990s. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies in 1989, as the penny remained a vital part of daily transactions. However, few collectors foresaw that this particular year would yield coins that would go on to become highly valuable decades later. Minting in Denver during this period was on a large scale, and the overall mintage figures for the 1989 D penny are quite high. Despite this, the right combination of factors, including minting errors and preservation in excellent condition, has made certain examples of this penny quite rare and valuable. How to identify the valuable 1989 D Lincoln penny. If you want to know how to spot a 1989 D penny that could be worth $23,999, there are a few things you should look out for. Look for minting errors. One of the most important things to check for is any minting error, like a doubled die or an off-center strike. These defects can occur during the production process, and they can make a huge difference in value. Make sure to examine the coin carefully for these signs. The 1989 D penny with the most valuable errors is a rarity, so finding one could significantly boost your coin collection. Inspect the condition. As mentioned earlier, the condition of the coin is essential. A penny with minimal wear, sharp details, and a lustrous finish will be more valuable. Get the coin professionally graded to ensure that you're getting an accurate evaluation of its condition. Search for a well-circulated version. While a high-grade 1989 D penny is your best bet for a high-value coin, even a well-circulated example can be worth more than its face value. Just keep in mind that for a coin to hit the $23,999 mark, it has to be in near-perfect condition or have a minting error that collectors find particularly interesting. Where to sell or buy the 1989 D Lincoln penny. Now that you know what makes the 1989 D penny so valuable, you might be wondering where you can buy or sell one. Online auction platforms. Websites like eBay are popular venues for buying and selling rare coins. You can find listings for the 1989 D penny at varying prices depending on the condition and any minting errors it may have. Coin dealers. If you have a 1989 D penny and believe it could be worth a significant amount, it's always a good idea to get an appraisal from a professional coin dealer. They can help you determine its value and connect you with buyers who are looking for coins like yours. Coin shows and conventions. Coin shows are a great way to meet collectors and dealers who may be interested in purchasing rare coins. You'll also be able to see other valuable coins and gain insight into the market trends. The future value of the 1989 D Lincoln penny. Looking forward, it's difficult to say for certain whether the value of the 1989 D Lincoln penny will continue to rise. However, given the increasing interest in coin collecting and the fact that rare minting errors are always in demand, it's likely that this penny will retain, or even increase its value over time. The market for rare coins is always changing, and it's crucial to keep an eye on trends to understand how the value of your collection might evolve. And there you have it, folks. The 1989 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin is much more than a simple penny from the late 80s. Its rarity, minting errors, and high demand from collectors have helped it become a highly sought-after piece that's worth an impressive $23,999. So, next time you're checking your change or going through your coin collection, make sure to take a closer look at your 1989 D pennies. You might just have a hidden gem in your hands. Well, there you have it. The top 10 most valuable and ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies worth millions. Who would have thought that a simple penny could be worth such an astronomical amount of money? If you ever find one of these coins, make sure to get it appraised because it could change your life forever. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin like this. Until next time, happy collecting!